how to drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good. Tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. Trucks over it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, today, of course, not just the start of the new campaign. It's the debut of D'Amico Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him plenty with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table for these Texans?
He brings football intelligence. He brings enthusiasm. He brings creativity. This guy wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, twice a Pro Bowler with them in the NFL. He's come home. Now he wants to finish what he started as a player as a head coach.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, and it was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. And they
get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 71 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stroud. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. But he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On the option right is Jackson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 6-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31. 21-0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 7-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Inside the 20. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown, 75 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's take it inside his own 40.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Set. 19 wide.
Final play of the half. Stroud.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Stroud steps away. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman,
so both
ready
these
with our
coaching
EA
staffs
Sports
likely
halftime
making
report.
plenty of adjustments
Coach.
after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Devin Duvernay.
He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here goes Stroud again. He's got his man. That's Dell.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Tegan Quitoriano.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Baltimore Raven.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The slot man in motion right.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Taken right around the 44. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. 19, Tiger, 19.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Down to about the 45.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
45 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this is just... They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
In motion left goes a tight end.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
84 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of covers.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Edwards. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, they're going to go with the option.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And they will take a knee here.
City, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Baltimore, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakley way.